Oh, well, you see, there's a
I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and you're listening to No BS Job Search Advice Radio and episode 898. I still find it amazing to say numbers like that. After all, I've been doing this podcast for 5 years. It's amazing. And today's show, well, it's got a quirky title. The Two Magic Words and the Story Behind the Story. Hope you find it helpful. Please give the show 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you listen to it. It helps other people discover the show, and it makes me feel good. If you write a review, I'll read it on the air. So let's just get going, okay? Well, it took a while, and fall is here. This is the beginning of the end-of-year interview season. A lot of people think that's Labor Day, but if the weather is still nice and warm in your part of the country, it really starts with fall, and it runs till a point in mid-December. So time is of the essence. And on this show, I talk with you about 2 magic words to start working into your interviews and the story behind the story concept. It's a good show. I think you'll find it helpful. And if you do, I hope you use the link in the show notes to go to iTunes and give a great review to the show. So hang in there, enjoy the ride, and let's get rolling. And let's talk today about preparing for an interview. Now, this tactic can also be used for improving your resume dramatically. But at a minimum, if you haven't done this before you've started sending out resumes, it is the goal that will help you perform exceptionally well on your interviews. So here's what you do. You go back to your resume and go bullet point by bullet point and ask yourself the question, what's the story behind this statement? I made a statement that I did such and such. What's the story? What events occurred? Pretend you're talking to a friend or you're talking to a family member about what it is that you did and how you went about doing it and what you stepped into at the time. And prepare yourself with the story behind those facts. Now, this is an approach that works extremely well in resumes and will help differentiate you from your competition in your resume. Because if you just lay out a resume like it's a job description, I do this, I do that, I am part of a team that does this or that, the resume becomes boring. But if you put some life into it by giving some texture to it, by contextualizing what you did into a bigger picture and how it impacted your organization, it has enormous results, and you'll get many more interviews. And when you tell these kind of stories behind the story on your interview, you're going to stand out from your competition. Now, I also want to teach you the 2 magic words that you can use in your interviews to really differentiate yourself. Now, you may be asked questions about your work and what you did and how you went about doing it. Now, here are the 2 magic words to use. Ready? For example, and then you talk about what you stepped into. Those 2 words, for example, go a long way toward allowing people to see you for what you did and what you accomplished at your previous organization. It'll also allow you to speak freely about what you've accomplished and do it in a way that audiences love. Stories. People love stories. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways that I can be of help to you. First of all, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching from me, help with interview preparation, or with assistance on a salary negotiation, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, tell me what it's about, coaching, interview prep, salary negotiation, whatever it is, just put in the subject line, and in the body, just tell me what's going on, and we'll schedule a time to speak. Next, if you're interested in resume and LinkedIn profile reviews, critiques and such, or a job search makeover where I review every aspect of what you've been doing in your search and try and help you make corrective action one time, you can find out about it at my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Look for the tab on top that indicates the kind of service that you want. Click through, place the order, and we'll get to work right away. And there's always JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you find work more quickly. Plus, through the site, for one price, you can also ask me questions as well. Again, that site is JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. I'll be back with more soon, and in the meantime, have a great day. Take care.
Everybody needs to understand that I'm more than simply a hype man for this rap group, just like Geico is more than just a company that can save you money. Geico also has fast and friendly claim service, so they can help you when you need it most. And while I do love being a hype man, I also love reading for children's audiobooks. Like Little Bo Peep, she lost the sheep, and she don't know where to find them. Yo!
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.